Dylan, you son of a. Hey guys, I think what makes, Predator so powerful is the fact that it's on Earth in what seems to be quite a sort of basic location, being the jungle, but this jungle turning the whole film into the most, terrifying experience of your life, an alien in the jungle with you. And I think what made Predator so special with this was the fact that they were on a mission from a military context. There was no known feeling of an alien species. They didn't know anything. There was no sort of CSI vibe to it, or FBI agents sending them in for a reason. They were innocently going in to, secure the locations and free the hostages. And they got tangled up, with the Predator. And I think this sort of split in the storyline, brings their focus elsewhere. It's like, now we've got to deal with this thing chasing us. And that antagonist being the Predator, what we thought was just, some rogue personal thing in the jungle tearing a few people up, turns out to be the most intelligent, horrendous alien ever known to grace the earth, or, have been gracing the earth for a long time. And then, the introduction of their own sort of personal military endeavors with this. We've got the minigun, we've got, turn around, turn around. We've got the sort of stealth characters who don't want to say much. We've got the comedians, Jesse Jackson. No one has to just tell me how to hold a minigun. No one has to teach me how to fire a gun. And then Arnie himself, with pumped up muscles, knock knock. They've all got their heavy characterizations to them, and they've all got their personality. These are not just sort of flatline actors. There's that permanence to them that you can really believe that they're there, and I think, even from a hostage perspective, we flip that around, the female that gets taken on board with them, where she's sort of like, just cannon fodder. She suddenly realizes, I've got bigger fish to fry here, because I've got some serious problems now with these dudes just being knocked off one by one. And I think, again, it's back to that sort of feeling of, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Huge muscle guys just getting torn apart, literally limb by limb. It's shocking, especially when Carl Weathers' arm, falls off and just gets, severed instantly. You're thinking, okay, this was not supposed to happen. This was supposed to happen with machine guns. And I think, at the time, a lot of people were harrowed by this. So yeah, just thinking about how they filmed that in the jungle as well, and the detail, it's really hard work for them in the jungle. The heat was intense, especially with the prosthetics and the special effects team. They're bringing a lot of this sort of fake blood in. They're using a lot of intestines of different animals and creatures to get that human torso skinning effect, and there genuinely was a lot of flies on those bodies. That wasn't fake. There's no CG there. Those really are rotten bodies in the jungle, and again, I think that gives it that sort of realism, that we do believe that those bodies are hanging in the trees. The end fight for me, is really the pinnacle, where Arnie and the Predator come together again. It's back to this basic cinematography, really simple storyline. There's no sort of fancy CG jumping, base jumping, whatever you want to call it. It's just good old fashioned, you're going to fight me, I'm going to set some traps, and we're going to have a hand to hand, and some great lying as well. So yeah, one for the books.